All right. Story time. So, I was at some corporate meetings for the company that I work for, and we were doing our thing, right? Going through the meetings, going through the material. I got up and I spoke a little bit, led the group in a session of squats, which that was funny. It was great, right? That first day was fantastic. The energy was great. Everyone was sharp, asking good questions, all that shit, right? And this includes me. Now that night, everyone, we were all invited to dinner, right? And at dinner, there were drinks. Now me personally, I don't drink. Obviously, I got a calendar full of whiskey, and if I do drink, it is whiskey. But it's like extremely special occasions that I even have a sip, right? So I just don't drink, right? Everyone else there, most everyone, they do, right? And so I had already met most everybody there during the meetings, during the interims between the meetings, before dinner. And so at dinner, I decided to do that thing where I people watch again. So I had my food and drank some water, and then I just observed, right? Grabbed a chair where I could see everybody in the room, and I just watched them, right? And some people came up to me, struck up conversation. Hey, kind of, what are you doing here? I'm just like, well, I'm just thinking. Letting my mind churn the thoughts, letting it mull over everything that was discussed today, all that sort of stuff, right? But in reality, what I was doing was I was watching the room. And I slowly watched everyone's faces get a little redder. Their voices get a little bit louder. Their speech less clear and concise. The poison was taking effect, because when you do drink, you are poisoning yourself. Whether you want to believe it or not is irrelevant. I watched that room slowly fall apart. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't like anyone got in the drunk fights or anything like that. But it was just like, I saw everyone's mask slip. Right? Fast forward to the next day. The second day of meetings. You could tell. I was one of the few people who had the sharpness of mind and the clarity of speech to actually be on point, because I didn't drink the night prior. Everyone else and some of the speakers there made comments of, wow, I really drained the energy out of this room. No, you didn't. You didn't do a damn thing. They did. And nothing against these people. It was their choice. But understand that me sitting there, I was able to take in all the information from all the different presentations the second day fully and be locked in because I wasn't hungover. I didn't poison myself, which gave me a lethal edge. Guess what that edge means? The dog is going nuts. What I'm talking about here is if you have the clarity of thought and the ability to project your time horizon out, you will understand that any vice, not just drinking, smoking weed, vaping, hooking up, God forbid drugs, any level of vice, pornography, social media addiction, it will hold you back. It will sedate you. It will leave you in a haze. And if you want to be a lethal competitor in this life, if you want to be exceptional, if you want to be great in this life, you have to drop all of that. And that experience that I had, all it did was solidify what I already knew. Because I watched it secondhand. And I reaped the benefits of how I do things firsthand. Chew on that, will you? My name is Christopher Strobach. I get on here and I rant about anecdotal mindsets, things that happened in my life, lessons that I've learned that have been useful to me in the hopes that they are useful to you. If you found any value in anything that I said whatsoever, the only thing that I ask is that you make use of it. right? If you want to connect with me, talk to me, all that fun stuff, I have a Discord server. It's the top link in the description. You are more than welcome to join that. That sucker is free. Other than that, I simply have one request. Get after it. Kick some ass. I will see you next time.